What's going on, guys? I know yep, there it goes. I was waiting for the other one to cut. What's going on? It is hot, hot here. Ugh. I don't know how people out in the Arizona desert can handle this. I don't know how anyone in Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, everywhere. It was 97 or so here with a heat index way over 100. It was miserably sticky yuck. So let's start off. Put it in the chat how hot it was in your hometown. Adele, first in the house. Hi, all. Heated up here, heading north next month. Amen. Go to higher elevation. Diana Slayer in the house. Sailor in the house. Hello from Kansas City, Mo. Stayed hydrated and find shelter where you can. Hugs to all. Absolutely. Patty A saying happy Tuesday, everyone. Thrifty Angela in the house. Gonna walk her dog. It's too hot to walk the dog here. Maddie, I hear it's raining north. The storms once again went around us. I know I've talked about this before. I don't know what it is about where I have got my shop at. The storms go around me consistently. So, high all 108 degrees now in Indio, California. Oh my gosh, time to pack up and get out. No way. But I don't think the humidity is as bad there as it is here. I mean, it is just sticky gross here. And it is only June. July and August are our bad months here. Rough going. Floss is in the house. They are hunkering down for some storms up north. Debbie Babb hunkering down for some storms. Bill Bletcher in the house saying hi to everybody. Vanderella in the house. I hear Vanderella's got to go out in the rain and walk the dog. Maddie was down here, I'm going to say for a week, pretty much a week. And worked out good. Kelly worked like 5 days in a row. I went home yesterday, had a follow-up appointment on my knee today. I took Maddie home because Maddie wants to be where the action is at. She does not like being in the office when it's 67 or 68 degrees in here. Now, it feels cold when you come in and out, but when you're in here, it's a nice, comfortable temperature. Right now, it's set at 68. It's always 70 in here. It's 70. That's what I thought. So 70 is a nice temperature for me when I'm done working at the end of the day. But Maddie doesn't like being in here. She wants to be out there where the UPS guy is, where the FedEx guy is, where the cat is. She wants in the action. So she had a week down here. She had a vet appointment today. Everything checked out okay. So that is good news. For those of you guys that have a Dachshund or a wiener dog or those long dogs, they're kind of prone to some problems. One of the problems that they're prone to is dental. And we always do real good. I'm going to say we, again, that means Kelly, does a real good job of getting Maddie in once a year. They actually sedate her, clean her teeth, do the works. They check for cavities. Maddie has never lost a tooth, and she's 9. And if you look it up on this breed of dog, that's pretty good. She went to the doctor today, and she got a clean dental checkup. Doesn't even have to have a cleaning this year. So we are doing the right thing with the greenie dental treats that she gets. So that is the scoop on Maddie. Let's see here. 79 and sunny in San Diego. I had to take Maddie out with an umbrella. That dog. We're under a severe thunderstorm warning here. So if I disappear, you will all know. You stay put, my friend. You're not going anywhere. Mid-70s here at Troy and Christian's home in Tumult. I probably butchered it because that's what I do with cities. Yes, and we will be perfect weather when I'm in Portland for 15 days as well. Now we're talking about Maddie going out in the rain. I'm going to get caught up here. I'm going to get caught up. Um, I know we got Mark Wolf is in the house. Deborah's in the house. Good to see you guys. Um, all right. Kathleen Klein. People in Arizona don't have air humidity. I'll tell you, I think that makes a huge difference. 111. Hot is right. It's been so hot. 98 today. Tomorrow is going to be 99. Heat index is going way over 100. I know that. 82 here. Tommy is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Fatima in the house. Thanks for coming in. 82 in Michigan. Let's all go to Michigan. 101 in St. Louis, 97 in Freeburg. I know that. 108 on the calendar for Thursday. Ugh. 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 Julie and Jim, hi, it's Jim from Bachelor Land in Iowa. Oh, Jim, Julie is feeling the pain out there. It is 8 o'clock here, and to say it is nasty humid in the shop is an understatement. She arrived late, thank goodness, because you just can't paint when it's 100 degrees. It's just miserable. Computer is showing 103 now. We had rain during the night. Yep, we're all getting your rain now. Margie is in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Tell Jeff we said hi. Linda Barker in the house. Ray Corn Dog Caravan in the house. Tim is in the house as well. You guys are rocking it. What we got in here? 47. You guys rock. Rain helped drop the temperature overnight. Anything over 70 is hotter than haze. I hang out 68 with the fans on. I agree. I like it. There are people that are acclimated to higher temperatures, 80, 82. I am not really one of them. I don't mind working outside. If I know it's hot and I choose to work outside, I'm choosing to sweat. I don't mind. When I'm not really wanting to be miserable and I have to be miserable, it's all new appreciation for those of you guys that all work outside every day of your life, whether it's 100 or whether it's negative. So 64, where Les and Bernadette are at. I know they're up in Canada. I think maybe the Prince Edward Island area. 67 in Berkeley, California. 93 here. Yeah. Okay. Milo is scheduled for a cleaning into August. Yeah. It's just so much easier just to let them do like a mild sedation, and they do that. They do blood work, everything all at once. So Bernadette in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Arizona does have humidity sometimes, especially rainy times. Cheryl in the house saying hello. By the way, my granddaughter says you look pretty in pink. Thank you very much. I had a doctor's appointment today. I actually was in my closet looking for a specific pair of they're longer shorts. I hate wearing shorts because my legs are so ugly. But so I have a pair that go like pretty like below my knees, halfway to my ankles, and I was looking for those. But when you go to the knee doctor, you got to expose your knee. So shorts it was today. So you can't do anything at 100 degrees. Amen. I cannot handle the humidity. Amen. I want to know how you guys that are out there in your rigs how you guys stay cool. I want you guys to share your tips so that we all, because I may not be in my van right now, but like throughout the day, 8 hours a day when we're in the shop working, how do you stay cool? Because I got to do something. And I know there's a lot of people out there. So if you have any pointers, I want to know about it. Let's see here. Hey, D, good to see you, my friend. Mary Jones also in the house. Good to see you. California Travels. Hey, Grace. I like that pink shirt too. Thank you, guys. It especially goes good with the pink back there right now. Let's see here. John, JNN Travels. Thank you for coming in. Actually, it's a different name. I keep say it wrong every time. Mo Bang in the house. Lisa in the house. I think I'm caught up. Am I caught up? I saw an ad for a prefab root cellar. I wonder if that would double as a storm shelter. Just thinking about you guys and storms, I think that would work. Now, because we're not in a flood area and I'm high elevation. For those of you guys that have been out here, you've seen it on video. I'm a good 10 feet above like the pond runoff area, at least 10 feet. Now, I will say that where my tiny home is going to be, Kelly and I have been out there looking at kind of like scoping it out. How do we want it? How it's going to be excavated. I'm going to end up with the whole back end of the house in the ground. And Kelly knows the name of those. I never remember the name of it. So the very back of the house, the roof line will be probably almost like maybe a foot off the ground. The rest of the house will be like a walkout basement is. So I feel like if I have the concrete guys, they can do me a little storm shelter in the back. And because earth home, and because it's going to be in the back, I feel like that will be the perfect storm shelter. And then I can put one of those, like I used to call them perm entryways. It's like got a metal door and you open just in case the other exit were to get blocked for some reason. So I think that is going to ultimately be the perfect design. Debbie Conan in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you guys were safe from the storms. I know we got a little bit of rain up north. It went right around us. Berm House, that's another name. I'll tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you my water story. Sean went to the store the other day. I said, Sean, get us some Gatorade. We gotta hydrate. Little did I remember, I can't drink Gatorade. When I drink Gatorade, my legs become like cankles. They are huge. So too much sodium, way too much sodium for me. So I am trying to drink the water that I can, and I've got some of those little I don't know, B12 type drinks. I have a 9,000 kilowatt unit, and it uses around 900 watts, I think. Oh, okay. Try 105 degrees, then you light a fire and start welding. Nope. Ron, that is all you, my friend. No way. Bulkhead door, think what you're referring to. Yeah, we in Illinois, when I built the log home, the basement company, it was a perm entryway, but they're concrete stairs. So it's very solid. Matter of fact, we used to stay like in that stairway when it stormed, when we were building our house, because it's very reinforced. So sounds great to have something for a storm shelter. Absolutely. Just got a little wind and rain. Good. I wouldn't mind a little rain. The grass is starting to look a little cooked out here. Sean cut the grass yesterday. I did some Sunday, but hopefully we won't have to mow for a while now. Plug in the AC. I know that this split air unit is pretty cool. And I will tell you, it's going to be coming up. Hands down, Sean wants to put a mini split on his van. We have not ever done one of those before. My son can do the pressure lines and all that has to be done to pressurize the lines and the refrigerant and that. So Sean wants one, and I told him that we will research it and see if we can't do an install. Coming from mile 0, Alaska Highway with a cool 65, I'll send you some cool weather. That would be incredible. Enjoy your Alaska trip. Yeah, that is sweet. My hometown is southeast Minnesota, flooded, just feet away from the house I own there. Guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the footage coming out of Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakota, South Dakota, probably. Wow. Like literally, the cliffs are just breaking off and floating away. Houses. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. We had a big flood like that here in Missouri in like 91. Yeah. Whoa, crazy. We got thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms earlier. It failed to lower the temperature or humidity. I know that. I have the live stream from Minnesota going in another open window right now. Heartbreaking. The house is on the edge. It's crazy. Get out. Like I would get out because I feel like after a big storm, water still rises. So if my house was on an edge of a cliff, I would grab a few things and get out. But I'm not a weatherman. I'm not an architect. You do you, but prayers for your safety. Desert Arizona, member for 24 months. Mobang, member for 35 months. By the way, Johnny, seeing Gracie's, can I reel? Seeing Gracie's van, I think it's van. Thrifty Angela with 39 months. In real time was a treat. Oh, thank you, Grace. Thank you. I love doing her van. Ava Porterfield in the house. Good to see you, my friend. You guys are north. You guys north of St. Louis. I think Hannibal's south of St. Louis. I don't even know. Hope you guys escaped the storms that we got here in Missouri. Thank you, Gracie. A little bit of wine there. Yeah, big fans. I'll tell you, we've got Les and Bernadette. I don't even know where I was at. They bought a big fan. And this thing is probably like 24 by 24, maybe 30 by 30. It's nice. If we didn't have it, we would be miserable. I'm thinking about putting a couple more windows on the I may put one on the south wall, two on the east wall. No, east is over here. I've got one on the east wall. We got the door on the east wall. May do two on the west wall. Because yeah, definitely west. It would be northwest, and see if we can't get some cross breeze through the shop. So that may be coming in the near future. We put these little ones in just like this, and they're like 24 inches by like 35, and really not hard to do. Getting a straight line on the steel is about the hardest thing. So Crystal Adventures in the house. Just went through Wyoming and Utah with crazy hot weather, high winds, and monsoons. I'll tell you, that's the one thing that I've never really. Winds bother me sometimes, makes me a little nervous when it gets real windy. I worry about losing, at home. I worry about losing shingles and that kind of thing. And all these people driving around in the higher vans, those huge Class A's. You got to worry about those wind gusts. Because it happens, people pulling these huge fifth wheels and those gust of winds come through. When I go to Arizona, I don't know if it's New Mexico or Texas or both, Arizona, but I mean, there's miles and miles of signs that says you're in a high wind zone. Use precaution. It tells you exactly how to pull off the road. I think turn your lights off. I don't know. But yeah, it tells you exactly what to do. And the signs are right on the road. So Yeah. Whew. A lot of trucks and vans pull over. Absolutely. That's what I would do. Mary is in the house. That's 100% what I would do. When I'm in my van and I feel uncomfortable, that may be me feeling uncomfortable with my driving or uncomfortable with having people fly by me. And I'll pull over. I'll pull over. Hannibal is northwest of St. Louis. I knew Kelly would know that. When I drive a Ford Transit high top and high winds, it is a little dicey. I imagine. I agree. Vicky Ball in the house. We need to start thinking about ACs here in the UK. Hardly any of us have them anywhere except in some of our cars. Now, I don't want to create a debate, but my thinking is there's a lot of areas that used to skim by without needing air conditioned units. They could tolerate the 80-degree temperatures or whatever. I feel like temperature changes are a thing, and I feel like these areas are definitely going to need AC units in the near future. Storm's so heavy I lost Vizio, but can still see the chat. Cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, Illinois, you guys are probably getting it now. Let's see here. The day I crashed Bam Bam, I had pulled over earlier because of wind. I should have went home. Yeah. It's like that hindsight. Who knows? I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda. My dashboard drowsy sleeper light came on today. Oh, must have been on my co-pilot. Right? I grew up in Bakersfield, California, and we had a swamp cooler. There you go. There you go. I've got this mini split in here, and I've got a small dehumidifier. It's just like a desktop one. And I feel like it really works. When Kelly's here and we sleep in the van, I take it out to the van. So if you're in van life, it's a small one. It looks like it's a Pro Breeze, and it's about 10 inches tall, maybe 6 inches wide. And I mean, it helps pull some of that humidity out of the air. You know, we were talking just 2 live streams ago about having condensation up in the roof and creating issues. So yeah, a dehumidifier is something. You gotta get that moisture out when it's so humid like this. You just feel. I had somebody here for about a week and sleeping in a van, and it's just like your skin just feels sticky. So whether you use those damp rid things or a dehumidifier, I know the dehumidifiers use power. It's kind of like you got to balance it out if you've got enough solar or maybe a DC to DC charger or a generator, because all that moisture, so in my shop, I had 2 exhaust fans in the peak of the roof. Hot air goes up. It sure helped. That's an idea for sure, because people in their houses, they put those attic fans in and it takes out a lot of heat. So definitely something that I could look into and would really help. I've got a 16-foot roof, and let me tell you, when I climb up on top of a van and I'm working on solar or I'm putting a fan in, there is a huge temperature difference in just that. I'm 5 foot. All I'm doing is climbing on top of a 9-foot van. So you figure 6 feet higher in the air, and it's a good 10 to 20 degrees difference or more. So at 16 feet, it's a lot. Swamp coolers are good for dry heat, not so much high humidity. I totally agree. I feel like a full-time drowsy sleeper is this. Yeah, in this heat. I know. I told Sean tomorrow we will not work from 11 to 4. And I feel like at 4 o'clock, it started to cool down a little bit. And we'll work, like 4 to 8 or something like that. But, even now, I mean, I'll have to pull up my thing, but it's humid out there. So I'm just gonna open it up and boop, boop, boop. There you go. 72 right now. Now tomorrow it's supposed to be 82, so that'll be sweet. That'll be sweet. 82 is doable. Rain today and tomorrow though. So you have solar fans that go on the roof. A couple of those would be great. They have that would work too. I put 800 watts of solar on my roof. I could climb up there. It's really like probably a 312 roof. So I could climb up there and put my own fans in, and solar fans would be golden because that thing ain't nothing but sun up there. Just got out of the pool. That was a little cruel. That was a little cruel. Good for you. Good for you, friend. I told Jacques to wake up. He's been busted. There you go. There's an industrial fan called No Joke. I heard about that one. Big ass fan that my gym used, and it was amazing at circulating air. Now that you say that, I feel like last year, when we were looking at fans, that was something. I'll tell you guys, I don't know what kind of rigs you guys have or what kind of fans you use. I have become a humongous fan of the Sirocco fans. They really move air. They're no joke. And they use very little power. So they're a little costly. They're about $123, $126. But I'm telling you, they are worth their weight in gold. It really is a good fan. Let's see here. Just got video back. There you go. You have a pond, Johnny? Go skinny dipping. Sean would kill me. Sean would call. He would call the authority. Some old lady's drowning out there. There's a whale in Missouri. I would not do that to Sean, but I do have my swim shorts and a t-shirt here. Sean jumped in today. I definitely may see myself doing that. Honest to goodness, that is the name of the company. Yep. And they are stellar for industrial spaces. If anyone needs a large garage or workshop fan in the ceiling, they have a great website. Honestly, that would be cool. Everybody's laughing. Sean would kill me. That sounds good. Do they have rechargeable batteries? Right. I've decided I need AC in my next van. Will a Blue Eddy run it? How big? I'm going to say, right, 911. We've got a problem. A Blue Eddy will run a alternating current fan. It will not run a DC current fan because it draws too much at startup. You can put a soft start on it, but the voltage, it pulls too many volts. So it doesn't, or it actually pulls too many amps. Excuse me. It pulls too many amps on startup. Will a soft start decrease that enough to run it? I'm not 100% sure. I've got two people that tried it. We did do I just put a lithium battery in Bev's van. She's got a charger that she uses on it. It's working fine. The one that is in the current build that I'm doing, she has got the AC 200 Max. She's got two B300s. She's got over 8,000 watt hours of power. We turned it on today. We probably had it on for, 15 minutes. It drained the battery 3%. It pulls about 1,800 watts. Before we shut it down at 1,800 because I wasn't sure how much further it was going to go. I need to look it up. And we have a soft start for this unit that we're going to install this week, and I'll be able to update you on that, and we will be running it. Now, what I did for this AC unit is I wired it so that they can run it off of shore power. They also, without running any cords through the van, they can also run it off their Blue Eddy. All they have to do is turn, it's got a kill switch. So they will turn that and they will be able to run it off their Blue Eddy. Now, how long are they going to be able to run it? They've only got 400 watts of solar on the roof, which, for everyday life, that's fine. For van life with an AC unit that is alternating current, they're going to be able to keep the dogs cool if they're out of the van for a couple of hours, that kind of thing. Need a gas generator? Absolutely. A gas generator would 100% be the answer. And then you can, no matter where you're at, whether the family member, the friend, but, there again, some people don't want them in their van. Honda does make a truck box that fits on the door. Les and Bernadette, they were talking about that. They've been researching it. The little Honda, like 2000. So that's only 3. Yeah. So, that's one thing that the more we install here at the shop, the more we learn. So I would 100% recommend further research before you purchase one. Make sure that your system's going to be able to hold it. Got my fingers crossed on running the AC. Sold the generator today. No pressure. Yep. Yep. You got 8,000 watt hours of power. If the unit, once it gets cycling, drops down, you're definitely going to be able to get 4 hours out of it. 4 hours out of it. It's tough. It's tough. I say when you're in the hot temperatures. Now I'm saying the AC unit is pumping to stay caught up. It's best to be at a campground on shore power. If it's 85 degrees and you want to cool it off in there for the dogs, then you're going to be able to handle it. Would the smaller mini split AC work better? The small mini splits, if you know how to install them, if you've got somebody to install, supposedly use a considerable amount less power. The van we've got here at the shop, it already had the AC unit in it. We are working with what we've got. The other thing is, go to a park and plug in for sure. Absolutely. I definitely would require AC. There's a lot of people. There's no shame. A lot of people, whether it's you or a pet, a husband, wife, one of you got, I couldn't be in my van. When I was in West Virginia, the hottest it was 93. I'm telling you, that was my max. It was like 100 outside. It was 93 in my van. Kelly came up to see me and I was like, no, we're not sleeping in this van while you're on vacation. So we went to just went to a hotel for a couple of days. Depending on the unit, AC will use 700 to 1,300 watts per hour. And that's what I'm hoping. This one was cycling, just ramping up. So I'm hoping once we put the soft start on it, I'm hoping to drop it down a whole lot so that, you could run it for, 5, 6, 7 hours. The Media 5K window unit tops out around 505 watts is what I've seen. There you go. The only thing is trying to get those level. The window units in vans, you got to make some kind of a contraption. A lot of them I've seen people make platforms and then they put braces on the side of their van. You really have to have some engineering. You got to be on level ground or it's going to drain inside your van, or unlevel van. if you're not on level ground, you've got to be facing where that AC unit is draining away from the van, or you're going to have a wet van. Some medical equipment can't run in excessive heat. You're absolutely right. And things don't run well in excessive heat. Lithium batteries do not like being 100 and something degrees. They don't like it. I definitely need to be a solid brace. It definitely needs to be a solid brace. Absolutely. Yep. Mark Wolf came up with an idea. His back door is open and he's got a wall. I almost spilt that all over myself. And so then it's like permanently there and it's permanently braced. So that, and then when he runs it, he just has to open up those back doors. I've heard the noggle. The noggle is like you've got to have your car running. You got to have the AC unit on your car running. So say at the end of the day, you want to cool your car down, put the noggle up front, close off your cab area. You're just cooling unnecessary space. Put a curtain up there, put that noggle in the back, and then you're just cooling the back. But as soon as you turn that engine off, you know, it's over the next hour or less, it's going to warm back up, especially 100 degrees. So on some M-tier rides, my GoPro will die too hot. Absolutely. Absolutely. The GoPros are horrible. Thunder. Absolutely. So, yeah, you got to watch your equipment in the heat. You got to figure out where can you put it in your van that's pretty cool. I feel like the floor area under the bed, I feel like that's the coolest area. So, other than that, away from windows, put your reflectix up or your window covers up. Obviously, if you've got black window covers on one side, gray on the other, flip them, get that black away because those are gonna get hot. The best option is to get a cooler climate in the hot. Get to cooler climate. Absolutely, get high in elevation. I have a full-time camper friend who moves with seasons. He never saw temps over 82 last year. Absolutely. Hit the high ground up Flagstaff, Colorado. Hit those higher elevations. Oh, happy 10 years. It is happy I met you day. 10 years ago today, Kelly and I met at a restaurant that was flooded. Crossed the highway, ate somewhere else. We closed the restaurant down, talked forever, and the rest is history. Our storm has passed, may have more later. Floss, I did look at the radar. I do believe you guys are going to get hit later again. Hopefully it'll go around you, but yeah. Yep. I drop my curtain down when I'm driving and have an AC on, but yep. Is it safe to run your engine with AC on while you're at a laundromat? I feel like it's hard on your car. Am I saying I just, the laundromat, you're talking about an hour and a half. So I feel like an hour and a half is too long. That's just me. I feel like I'm not the best person to ask. I feel like there's people in here that might respond, but maybe best to turn your fans on, open up the windows, get a Sirocco pointed at Jock and tough it out. So, thank you guys for the happy anniversaries. It's hard to believe 10 years. Time flies. I don't know what I was watching. It was a TikTok. And they were talking about famous couples and how long they've been together. And, you know, in show business, I think, you know, they're at a higher risk than we are because they're, you know, they're gone on new sets and falling in love with the new male star or female star. So I saw some that been together like 51 years. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. My hats are off to them. 2020 seems a long time ago in a lot of way. Yep. Yep, it sure is. We met, I hope I don't get it wrong. Well, it has to be 2014. Yeah. I Googled how long you can idle your engine. It said 30 minutes. Did you Google how long you can idle it with the AC unit on? So, because I would imagine she's probably got her AC unit on high. Plus, you really got to be careful you don't overheat that thing. They say one of the things that causes the pen star tick is ProMasters is excessive idling. That's a good pen star tick. I will have to look that up. I've never heard of that. I'm going to write that down real quick, guys. Never heard of that. I will have to look that up. Congratulations on your first meetup anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy anniversary, Alan Alda and his wife. 67 years. Isn't that incredible? The fumes for Jock wouldn't be good. I wouldn't imagine. Yeah. I would open the van up. Anyone selling their van? I just had one for sale. Les and Bernadette sold their van. I just had one for sale. And we had been announcing it too. Fumes for the from the dashboard AC. No, but when you're idling, the exhaust, our vans aren't like 100% sealed. When you're driving, the exhaust is obviously miles behind you. I feel like what they mean is when you're sitting there idling, the exhaust is under the van area, and, maybe can leak into the van. I would get Laura. I know we've talked about it. Yeah. Surely your insurance company has to replace that van. That's just crazy. I think the AC works best when driving due to RPMs and airflow, but many cars do have an automatic fan. And they do, because I was at a restaurant one time, and these girls were sitting in the car, and I'll tell you, every 5 seconds, I felt like their fan was kicking on. I was like, just stop. You don't hear about the long-term marriages, only the gossip about troubled ones. You're exactly right. There are many, absolutely. And, you're absolutely right. And that's the way it is. I honestly, even with YouTube, like drama sells. And so, that is 100%. So, when the youngsters sleep in their cars waiting for the mountains to open, that happens in Tahoe. Yeah. One reason I would consider an electric vehicle is the climate control. There you go. Careful of the heater in the snow. Someone died with exhaust covered by snow. Oh. Wow. Oh, I get you. I get what you're saying. Their exhaust pipe was deeper than the snow. Oh, no. Johnny, the Pinstar tick is a problem with high mileage ProMaster engines. What is it? Is it a alternator problem? Is it I'll have to Google it. Well, I need to get a second Sirocco fan for the front for Jock. There you go. Yep. You can't always find charging stations for the EV ones. Absolutely. Um, Always keep your heater exhaust clear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pentastar tick refers to the valve train noise that occurs in Chrysler Pentastar V6 engines. It's often caused by needle bearings in the rockers and typically happens around 140,000 miles. There you go. There you go, guys. Thank you, Mike. It's the engine. There you go. Yep. My understanding is transmission. I know, I'm not even gonna. Well, I hate to even talk about it, but I've got a lot of people, a lot of friends with pro masters out there, and knock on wood, I don't know. I don't have one friend that has had a transmission problem. You know what? I take that back. Bella had a transmission issue. That's the only one I know of. Um, Laura, you need to fight with your insurance company. That's ridiculous. You need to, your insurance company has to replace that van. It's crazy. All right. Troy and Christian in the house. Thank you for coming in. We are all caught up. It is 8:45. My goodness. Guys, I want to do a big shout out here to all my channel members, all my Patreon members. Thank you guys for all the extra that you do. Thank you to all my Patreon members that come every other Sunday to the Zooms and bring your questions and all your valuable information. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right. How many miles do I have on my van? I actually just took a trip up to Wisconsin, and while I was driving, it clicked over to 55,000. So I've got 55,200 miles on my van. Did Paul get rid of his Class C? No. No, he did not, and he is not going to. He is hanging on to that as well as getting the little connect. Good thinking, Jane. Let me find that. Let's see here. Fixed my drawer problem using curtain tension rods through the handles. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's what somebody else I know does that. There you go. That'll work. That'll work. You're happy. We're happy. Bug Eater. How's the van, Jane? Hi, Bug Eater. Poor Jane. She knows she's known as the Bug Eater. Just wait. There's going to be more because we have like 17 of them in the freezer. And some of you guys said you would do it. We're going to hold you to it. We're going to hold you to it. I'm going to put them in milk chocolate. I'm going to put them in dark chocolate. We're going to put it to you. I just got 120,000 on my van. Woo, Mark. Good night, Lynn. Thanks for coming in. I know you're on the East Coast and it is past your bedtime. Yeah, the big Bug Eater. That's so funny. From the bug lady, the van's doing great. Nice, nice. Johnny, what type of oil do you have in your van when the oil is changed? I use synthetic. I have used synthetic, I think, from day one. And I drive in. I don't change mine. I drive in and they're like, "You want the same service?" And I say yes. Now I do my own air filter and that kind of stuff, but it's so easy for those guys to change the oil. I just spend my time building vans. Synthetic is best. There you go. Kathleen Klein gets a dark chocolate one. Absolutely. Do not let me forget that. Kathy said, "Oh, I just got it." Yep. It took me a minute too. A second. Took me a second. Only 4 more. No, wait a second. Wait a second. 4 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Are you working Saturday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Or do you work Monday and retire on Tuesday? Mark Wolf just passed 210, still running strong on my Nissan. You know the Nissan, do you have the NV 2500? Because those are nice and they have fantastic warranties. So, Gracie used synthetic, check Mopar for coupons. There you go. Right. Congratulations, Jackie. Do the vans have a cabin air filter? Mine does not. Cabin air filter. Mine has, now I say that, but mine is under the hood. So, oh no, Nissan. Oh, Nissan Armada SUV. You know what? I feel like I knew that. Yeah, but still, Nissan. I mean, I hate to say it. Nissans are good cars. Toyotas are good cars. I go to Jiffy Lube. Yep. Ram uses synthetic. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. We loved our Nissan NV 3500. Should have kept it as they no longer make them. Yep. Good to see you, Naj. We're about to, the Armada is huge. You're exactly right. It's huge. I'd like to know how many miles that Armada gets to the gallon, though. ProMasters have cabin air filters. I'll have to find mine. If I work at least one day in the month, I get insurance for the month. That is smart. That is smart. Good call. Good call. In-cabin air filter. I'll have to go look for mine now. I retired my Honda Civic with 299,000 and it was still running strong. In the glove box. Wow, I will have to check that because I did not know that, which means 55,000 miles later. 10 to 12 miles per hour towing, 14 without towing. There you go. And you're towing a nice little trailer too, right? She Devil Travel to Emerge saying hi to everybody. Yeah. I'll have to look it up and find out where it is. Yeah. I know that baby needs blown out or replaced. We knew what you meant. We knew what you meant. Like a great deal, almost too good to be true. Keep that benefit if you can. Yep. I'm going to have to check mine. My glove box is full of all my user manuals and all my oil change receipts, my tire receipts. I'm going to have to go check that out. I probably got it blocked. Actually, looking to upgrade a bit bigger trailer within the next year. Yep. Just, Box Van D used to haul a trailer and it was too big for her car. So just be careful when you upgrade. Think about how much weight you're going to put in it and make sure that baby can tow it. Under the hood, top left. That's what mine is. Yep. That's the one. I blow mine out. Oh, that's so good to know. Cause I was like, oh no. Yeah. If you open up the hood on the left, it's right there. And when you open up the hood, the one vent, it actually comes up. So it's easier to even get to. In-cabin air filters are easy to change once you find them. Right. I'll tell you what, Patty A, we're looking all over for her fuse box. And someone else that I was helping, we're like, I wasn't in her van, but she's in another state. I was just trying to like, where's it at? I'm trying to Google where it's at. Can't find the fuse panel. So you have to remove the glove box in Julie's Toyota to change the air. Oh, wow. There you go. Yeah. So Toyota pickup with 276,000 miles on it. I'm late to the chat, but wanted to give a shout out. Johnny, everyone be safe in this heat. What? Yep. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, the Arizona. I know you guys are cooking, just cooking. I know Dee's heading north. Thank God. Yep, heading north. Same in my Lexus. Glove box has to come out, but it's easy to do. My cabin filter in my car is in the glove box. There you go. Seems like everybody knew they had a cabin filter, but the van builder. 106 in Phoenix. Yep. Is that different from regular air filters? I'm going to let somebody that can 100% answer that. I think they're air filters. You take them out, you can, depending on how dirty they are, sometimes you can blow it out and get one more use out of it. Sometimes if you wait too long, they're too gunky to blow out, just replace it. In my daughter's Jeep Cherokee, the air filter is behind the glove box. That's what somebody else was saying. Yep, different for from an engine filter. Yep. Doesn't feel too hot after growing up in the Chicago heat. I don't think Chicago is near as hot as Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix should be way hotter than Chicago, because I just got back from Wisconsin and it was nice up there. It was nice. And they are about probably 20 minutes from downtown Chicago. It filters the air conditioned and heated air. Chicago has that killer humidity. There you go. The humidity then, yeah. Air filter. Gracie, I believe, yes. If you live off gravel, you know where your cabin filter is because you change it monthly, right? Yep. There you go. Chicago is hot and sticky. Phoenix doesn't. Yeah. Yep. Laura, I tried to contact you the other day. If you could message me after the stream, I would appreciate it. I tried to call you and some other lady answered the phone. So evidently I have the wrong number now. So, oh, mercy. Well, guys, no matter how you're keeping cool, stay hydrated, go to higher elevation, watch for signs of dehydration, watch for signs if you're drinking too much fluid, watch for signs of fluid overload. Keep an eye on your ankles, keep an eye on, for swelling. You guys gotta keep an eye on your blood pressure. This heat can be deadly. It is no joke. And when you're living in a car, a van, an SUV, a tent, it can sneak up on you. And you do not want to create a lifelong issue for having a heat stroke or something. So take care of you. We're going to take care of us. We're going to keep hydrated. We're going to jump in the pond if we need to. So Colorado was going to be cooler. Nope. Got to get to higher elevation then. I stay hydrated with margaritas. There you go. Cheers. The heat is why my van build is going so slow right now. Absolutely. Every 30 minutes I go into air conditioning. Absolutely. I did it when I was building out my van as well. I started my van build like in June, and right there with you. Right there with you. Gracie air cabin filter is fine. I'll show you at Johnny's meetup how easy it is to replace. There you go. Have a fabulous week. Take it easy on Julie. Johnny's been she's been retired for a month and a half. Hey, no, she's sweating. She's working up a sweat. Go easy on her. All right, no leeches in the pond. No leeches in the pond. No, I better not have a leech on me. All right, guys, it's 8:59. You guys have a good week. We'll see you guys on Sunday's premiere. Stay cool out there. Keep yourself hydrated. Take care. Prayers to everybody out there that are going through things. We got your back. We got you in our prayers. Have a good week and take care.